Hello, friends. Welcome to another Scrap Mechanic with Slurpy Dumpster. Um, yeah, yesterday was kind of nutty, so we're gonna kind of take it easy today. So we're gonna change. We're gonna not really change anything, but like you're just gonna build today. I feel like I got enough materials. I should probably go back to that other warehouse over there and just grab um, some more things here, just in case. Ooh. On here, I just gotta get out of here for a second. Uh, what was I doing again? I spoke too soon on this. I did not set up my chat properly. Just in case one of y'all want to pipe up. Alright, so where was I? Okay. Load some of this stuff. Yeah, I think I should probably finally just get that dress bot and just load her up. Not gonna delay what's probably going to happen anyway. Yeah. Yeah, concrete. Yeah. Make more concrete. Now, question. Which vehicle should I grab? I'm not 100% confident with the truck that I have right now. But it might be the only thing I can use to transport my stuff. Let's see. That. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to need some metal 3 anyway to build the dress spot. I don't know why it's so expensive. Maybe it might have a purpose. I have a theory on the dress spot. Eventually, I think it's going to be incorporated with armor. That's my theory on that, at least. Must have dumped it in one of these. I'm looking for my weld tool, and I do not see it. Dude, I have a feeling I probably dumped it in here accidentally. When I was trying to unload all that inventory from the last stream. Or it could be in a car. Just another possibility. Or it's in my inventory and I don't really see it. And I don't think it's that. Ah, there it is. Okay. That. Alright. Let's reduce lag in here. Slightly better. Never perfect. Isn't that always the case? Yeah, that'll do. I also want to get rid of this. One. I think I'm still going to use these, but I think I'm going to come up with a different design. Because that red bot yesterday did some damage. And I'm thinking I'm going to have to put something here and in the corners. So I want to kind of better protect these. Because I don't want to have to keep on raiding warehouses to go and build those. I think one thing is definitely contributing to the lag is this thing. That won't matter once we leave. Don't need any more lag, that's for sure. What was I doing again? Oh yes, I was gonna go make some metal 3. No. No more. Saying no more to... Really? No more to soil. And no more to potato seeds. It's official, it's over. I had enough of those. Alright. So let's go and get some... I think I might need some water, possibly. See what I got in here. Few. Probably gonna need some more of those down the line. Can't remember how many of this is gonna take. I think it only takes like maybe 50. So I'm just gonna probably barely just scrape by with it. While that's cooking, we'll figure out kind of like sit and look at this and just to see how we should do this. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna put like maybe one column like kind of like underneath. These taupe bots bugger off. Yeah, so I'm thinking it'll probably be like that, where I'm gonna have one column. I'll have that right about here. And for symmetrical reason, I'll probably use the same material. And then we should make a mechanical ramp that I'm going to have right here with a button, or maybe I might just have the button a little bit higher until we get something a little in the future when they possibly build something a little bit more remote or remote-like. Or it could use its... Well, no, I don't think that might work. Because I was thinking of using a sensor to, like, sense how tall I'm standing over. But if I get, like, a red guy, well, I don't think the red guy is really going to hit it. I guess I could probably do it. But get over to, like, roughly about here. And have my car get sensed. And it'll trigger something to open up the ramp. I haven't decided whether the ramp's going to come down or it's going to come sliding underneath. And I did see this one design where the guy had the a bunch of ramps underneath and it kind of slid out this way. It's going to take a lot of pistons though. This is a possibility. Or come up with something a little bit different. Kind of like that idea, but at the same time, I kind of want it to be more hidden. So maybe not as obvious. Right? So, just a thought. Thought for the future. Time being, I think I'll go and get that dress bot. Take this big old truck I haven't really used for a spin. Kind of absurdly large. It's definitely the most impractical truck that I have for the entire fleet. Don't really need gas. I'll be okay on fuel. Really not going that far. More of those. Yeah, so I think it's like, let's grab. I don't have the some of these things like just memorized on what I need for it, so I just grab like a whole whack load of stuff. I know it takes like metal 3 though. That would be just one less thing that we have to get. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do something about this. I think it's mostly the wheels. Definitely drives like a tank though. Like, the steering. Yeah, no, I need to improve the steering on this thing. I think I'll have to, like, put rear steering on it or something to make it turn better. Yeah, because I was going to paint this whole truck at one point. But now I'm just kind of like thinking about dismantling it and making something a little bit better. It doesn't turn too bad on... I think maybe I just have too much power on it or something. truck will definitely run better once we get out of this laggy area. Of course. You stupid truck, you're just too fat. You know, the majority of my lag is actually from this truck. I think I just got too much stuff on this thing. Possibly. The only truck I have right now. Ooh, that reminds me. Just in case something bad happens. Like, I don't mind how big it is. It definitely runs really, really terribly. Like, just the steering alone, just... I kind of don't know how to correct this. It's not the typical steering where I just, like, slap a bearing underneath. It's got kind of like the dual... I don't know what we call that. Definitely more stable, though. Because if you had this big of a truck and I just had regular bearings underneath it, it would just go bananas. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to rebuild this truck. But for the time being, let's just go get that dress bot. Yeah, normally I'm like out of these areas, and I normally don't have this much lag. Which would explain a lot why I have so much lag in my area. And it could be just because of the because of this truck, actually. I might just dump this truck somewhere far away from my base and just see if that helps. Of course, I do also have a lot of bots and stuff in my base too. The tote bots that wander around. The nice thing about this is, like, at least this thing goes up a hill, no problem. No problem going up hills. Because I kind of put the double motors in there. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to rebuild this truck because it turns so bad. Like I'm just cranking these wheels. Though I could probably adjust them too. I don't think it would make any difference. I think I've tried this. Because I do have a maxed out seat, and I think I did try to adjust the wheels properly. Just not working. Oh yeah, I'm bringing this thing down to its knees. Goodbye, cow. Definitely gonna have to like raid, get more emperors and stuff like that. Maybe that'll be the next project to do, is to do definitely do something with this truck. Look at all those new pieces and everything too. And maybe something not so, like I still like to have a flatbed, but more like an adjustable flatbed. Because all these other things right here, like this is the one thing I liked about this truck, is like how adjustable it is. Like if I have like a lot of stuff that I need to take to the farmer, I can just adjust it. And if I need to collect those farmers, see, this is the other thing too. Is like this is like terrible for collecting farm. Also, it's like it's for collecting stuff. It's a collector and a dumper. Yeah, this is no bueno. Things are gonna have to change for this thing, for sure. Maybe we go more basic design. Take it right back down to the drawing board. Yeah, because like look at this. I put this right on here, and how unglitchy it is now. Like how non-laggy it is, just because I put this up right here. Yeah, this is probably the majority of the reason why I have lag at my base. It's because of this stupid truck. I'm thinking, yeah, we gotta change this truck up. And I think this just because there's like either too much pressure on the on some of the stuff here. That's like maxed out. We'll figure it out. We will get... We'll break this puppy down. Put it all in the chest. I'm going to dump this out into the wilderness somewhere temporarily. It's a shame too. I spent a lot of time on this truck too. It had to be like at least 2 streams I had to build this truck on. Like 2 at least 3-hour streams. So it took me like kind of 6 hours to build this thing. You know what I think also it is? Because I used a lot of metal too on here. So that probably didn't help either with the weight. Where a lot of the other designs that I have there is either wood or very little metal. I think that might have been a problem as well. That cow didn't know what was left from right. Holy jeez. This is painful. Whoop. Ah, so much better. Yeah. Hey, you. Don't you think about it. Don't you think about it, dude. Hey. You break one of those, you're gonna pay for it. With your life. Had a good time messing up your cousins yesterday. Long live the robot revolution. There's a run over one of them with my truck. You know what? I'm thinking we're gonna not do the bridge today. This truck is so painful to me right now. And I know it's contributing to the majority of my lag, and I feel like my streams are getting killed because of it. So yeah, this thing's getting dismantled today. That's it. I had enough. Since I don't even use it very often either. I'm going to take this one trip, get it over with, and we're going to dismantle this whole truck. And there's a lot of crap on this truck too. Means I'm going to have to go and build some more chests just for temporary storage. Yeah. Painful. Yeah, we're remember. I'm just wondering if it would make any more difference if I tighten these bearings up a little bit more. I have a feeling I'm going to have some leftover spot. Yep, 50, 10. Good. Alright, let's see if we can... 8. Yeesh. Alright, so go here. Remember this truck being so laggy though. I don't know what I did on it to change that. Gotta rethink my priorities. Yeah, we're definitely gonna work on this truck. Screw it. I have fond memories of my previous truck that I had in one of my clips. And I drove it so fast, I clipped out of my vehicle and kicked me out. And I was like looking around, like, where's my vehicle? And then it hit me. My own vehicle hit me. And it was like right around this area too. I thought it was just such a scrap mechanic thing to do. Getting nailed by your own car. Right. Alright. Hello? I don't like leaving metal behind. Valuable resources. Yeah, I bet you if I take all the wheels and the bearings off here and just basically make this thing a brick, I think all the lag will go away. Don't think about it, dude. Don't hit me when I'm down. I always kind of think about whether or not it's going to be better to make one like giant vehicle for you to do everything, like a mining vehicle, a research vehicle, Like an everything vehicle. No potato seeds, thank you. No, thank you. Than it is to just have a bunch of small separate vehicles. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing's for sure. It's probably going to reduce if you do one giant vehicle with all that stuff on there. It's definitely you're going to have a giant like lag thing because they have like a lot of stuff on here. And right now it's just I can see now it just contributes to a lot of lag. So you're better off just making this into something else. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to make this like a multi-functional vehicle. I think I will just make it one vehicle to do one thing at a time. Like for it would be convenient to do, but it's also not practical. Now from like experience, learning that it's not practical to have a vehicle that does so many things. I definitely know that looking at it, having more bearings is not always a good thing. That's you, red guy. See you later. Not in this episode. That'll be a red guy free episode, hopefully. He did that one red guy yesterday, just did so much damage. Wandered near my base. And that was kind of my fault because they provoked him. That probably didn't help. Yeah, that guy did so much damage yesterday. And he wrecked parts that were like not that easy to come by either. I think that was like the killer part. It's like having the parts that you know are not that easy to get. Nope. Also, the question is here's another question. Is it better to have a wider truck or a longer truck? Like, I notice if I put this down, I get way better stability. It's also, I get, like, more wheels on it, too, so. I think what I should have done was have a metal bottom, and when I was working up, just go straight to wood. And not have a metal exterior. Yeah, so we'll get back to the base. We'll put this up on a on the lift, and we'll remove all the wheels and bearings from it, even the ones on the top here. And we are going to build this thing from scratch again. Oh, it's getting bad. It's only because we're close to this warehouse. The amount of lag I have on here, you could have sworn I'm running this on a potato. I saw a comment on Reddit earlier. Somebody was like, "Are they gonna put this on PS4?" I'm like, dude, we're already on PS5. This game has not reached that amount of popularity to even make it to console. It's such a very incomplete game anyway. So, like, why would you want this on console? We're still on early access here. Come on. This game's not going to fully release until another, like, 6 more years. Alright, don't go in the drink. Ramp, but don't go in the drink. Yeah, we'll make it. Beauty. Oop. How'd that happen? It's weird. Yeah, let's get rid of that lag. And it's still a little bit laggy here, but it's not as bad with the truck. Might be also this. Yeah, I really don't think these things are the biggest problem. I think it's also just because I built too much. Yeah, because it's probably gonna lag out as soon as I like drop this. Yep. Give me my like 4 frames a second. All right. Yeah, trying to fix this truck or building a new truck will be a very large undertaking again. Hamburger? Where's my hamburger? No hamburger? I will gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger. You. Yeah, definitely this thing drives like butt. It drives terribly. I like the turning on it, so I think I'll keep that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll definitely have to change something in here. Go back to scratch. Figure it out. No, dude. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's particularly bad today. Hold on, I have a theory. May have had something open, but I didn't want to have open. It's a little bit better, yeah. Not by much, though. Yeah, I really think we need to dismantle this puppy. Now, I don't think I'm going to have enough chests to even... All these chests are pretty much full. I'm definitely going to build it from wood from the top, though. That would definitely be beneficial. So, how many chests do you think this is going to take to build? All I gotta can afford is 2 anyway. But I'm gonna get a lot of wood back anyway, or metal back from this build. So that'd be good. Get rid of some of this stuff. It got to the ramps. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take care of that truck. I'm also very curious to see how much lag it's gonna take away too. Doing this. Very curious. There. Right. We're taking stuff away. Also, I have to see what I take away. And what contributed to the most amount of lag. So I'm thinking it might be even these ones. Okay. Did move a few FPS up. I bet you any money these ones are probably the worst ones. The big offenders. And possibly this thing. All right. Move some of this. Take that out. That'll be for a different build in the future. Right. Most of the time when you have a problem with lag, it's mostly just bearings. Always bearings. Too many bearings in your world. Yep, sad to see this go. But so much work into it. Yeah, so far it's a little bit better. This. Do that. Yeah, this lag. I bet you if I take apart those two, probably will help. And just only have the essential things already built up. Oh yeah, I dumped all that stuff there. I was looking at that, what that was for. Inventory full. Not always the case. Yes. Okay. Logic. Mm-hmm. Having more chests is probably not going to be that big of a deal for me. Downstairs. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting kind of overly focused here. I wish these would have stacked. I really do. I could probably find a home to use on those somewhere down the line. Have to make another chest, I guess. I guess I really don't really have much of a choice. But we're almost on that home stretch with dismantling this thing. Yeah, but I didn't realize how much materials I used just to build this thing. And an absurd amount of materials. It's probably why it was not driving very well. Even I noticed like the lag in here is like came down quite a bit actually. So I actually might dismantle these things too. Anything that doesn't has any mechanical things, I think I should just dismantle and put in boxes. I'll try to organize this stuff too. That's the other thing that's a problem. It's not very organized. Yeah, I used like over 22 bearings for this build. That's quite an absurd amount. Hindsight is always 2020. See, this goes away. You go away. Kind of glad I didn't paint this thing. That would have been just a waste. Alright, good. Hopefully I won't have to do that ever again. Okay, move some of the stuff out. Organize it a little bit. Okay, so I think we'll still use this metal to make it. Yeah, and once we get that rebuilt, we'll get with that stuff down there. Those are gonna get rebuilt. Okay, so that'll be our frame. How wide do we want to go? Okay. I think that will probably be wide enough. I also don't like a really high truck either. So for our basic design, we'll probably just stick with a lower riding truck. Sometimes I don't know what the AI of these bots are doing. Kind of confusing. Yeah, maybe we should build wheels first. We'll kind of have the same steering mechanism as before. Like I could do this by memory this time. So I'm having to look it up. High. Actually, let's go here. Right now. Or was that how the way that went? Can't remember. I think I'm gonna have to think about this a little bit. Ah, yeah, okay. I remember. I remember. Okay. So, my pipes. Don't think I need all those. Like that. Yeah, we won't probably go with a double suspension for this or anything. I think that would just be kind of pointless. Like, might have to adjust the steering for this though. I'm gonna just see if I could do this by memory. We'll see. See if I'm. Nope. Either I'll do a really good job of this or I'll do a really crappy job. We'll see. welding tool, toolbox. Give me that. I need that. My thing. Use. And I'm probably gonna should test this too. I think I will use these ones this time. Maybe I could go take it for a spin and just see if it works the way that I want it to. Short ones. One thing's for sure, I definitely not have a shortage of parts. And the steering will probably be a little bit more stable than regular steering. Oh, that's like perfect width too. That was kind of fluky. Okay. So let's just bring this down for a second. Give it a temporary test to make sure it's steering properly. This one, that one. Here is okay. That one, I think. Okay. Not right. I think it might be on the wrong ones. You might have to go on the outside ones, I think. Or I have to separate these like more apart. Or goes on one end to it. No, I think that these have to be apart from each other. That is a possibility. Big deal. Taking stuff apart. The highlight of my day today. Take it apart, start again. Of course my inventory is full. Why would it not be in full? Okay. Yeah, this needs to be separated a little bit more. Okay. Here. Thinking about here, I think. That is my guess. This would be nice because I'll leave a lot of room for engine and stuff like that. Or you never know, I might have to look this up again, figure out how to do it. And I don't want it to. Like, the whole idea of this is not to, like, turn too much. No. Bearings there. You come off, you go on. Where is it? There it is. Looks more correct, I think. See how you work today. Right, come back up here. You go there. You go there. Kind of like the height of this too. Okay. Or I might get the same results. We'll see what happens. I think I'm getting the same results. Now the other thing is, possibly, is that these are supposed to come in more. Let's test that theory. So those don't go there. But these go here. This might be right as well. For some reason this feels more correct. Unfortunately higher though. I can adjust that. Just with more these. Okay, so this one. Ooh, yeah, I did not do that right. Let's go and weld that together. Oh, welding tool. Yeah. Always on my hot bar. My hot bar. I forget that it is. Okay. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Now it's turning. Wonder if I could just do it opposite. It's not touching. Okay. So we gotta do it the same way as this one. Quick fix. Plus, I like having the idea that I have space in here to actually put an engine. It'd be kind of a good, better design choice. Okay, pipes. Yeah, these corner pieces are not exactly the most useful. I think the smaller ones are a little bit more effective when you need to turn something. Hey. But for what I need to do with it, it's good for a pinch. Put that together before I forget. Blam. And this one. Jack that up. Take it to the limit. Yep. Okay. Adjusted. Unless I screwed something up, which I did. Hey, you're gonna get back on there eventually. This is where I want you. Don't give me no sass. Nope. Turning radius is okay-ish. Maybe if I take that out a little bit more. Put one of these. Let's make it wide. I got the clearance to do like a really wide truck. No, before I figure out where I want to do such a wide truck, I wanted to see how much clearance I can have through here. Kind of a make or break thing now. Am I going to clear this? Yeah, this might be just as wide as my last truck. Turning. Bad. Okay. All right. I think that's okay. And we got enough clearance. I don't think it's as wide as my last truck, which is I'm okay with because I think it's kind of too wide and not as nice. Most of the time, most of it I want to salvage most of this metal. I'm going to reuse. Okay, 2 more here. Okay, go over here. Ah, hook it up all again later. Now, should I start using wood? I think so. Should my truck kind of be best of my interest right here? I think I might, yeah. I was kind of thinking of putting my seat right here, but I think that will just create problems. And also I had to think about balancing too. Lower that a bit. I don't want to sit too high this time. Yep. I'm going to avoid sitting too high this time. Yeah, I think I'm going to take over practicality over kind of like that height. I was in it first person. Bad. That's yeah. 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 Hitting anything. That looks like I might possibly hit something later on down the road. This needs to come back just one. So I'm thinking probably about here this time. Reverse this. Oh, perfect. Right. Yeah, I always kind of like build a skeleton first and then build the body around it. And I kind of liked how, like, when I painted the last vehicle, it was all red. I kind of like the all red. Clearances with this. Okay. All right. So the next question is, how long should I make this? What I would need Norwood. It's going to be about this bat, I think. -1. Right before. This one needs to be +1. +2. 2. About this width. Yeah, this truck's going to have a lot of booty. I would like to be kind of more forward. I don't think that's going to work. It's going to be like kind of like the car where the mechanicals are underneath all the in the back here, except they'll all be in the front and this it'll open in the front. Forward a bit. Thinking also make the stair up. So here that. I think that might work. Wood is light and cheap. Like not like that. Okay. This there to give me a good idea where the center was. Okay. Good. Good. Hmm. Seems okay, and then we could start putting the wheels there. Seems like a good width to me, but who knows? It's hard to really determine when you have all this wood around you. Okay, so it's thinking that's where this wheel should go. Should I make it more longer? Yeah, this seems kind of short to me. I think that's where the other set of wheels should go. Don't think that's where those wheels. I think that's where looks more correct to me. Yeah, that looks way better. Okay. Now, also don't want to build this where it's going to take up too much room. And that's usually the problem when you build. When you build these, it's just like room will be taken somewhere. I gotta remember not to slap too much metal on here either, or else it's gonna start to get a little too heavy. We're gonna have the same problem as last time with the car lagging out when it's driving. So we will not make that mistake again. Here. Suspension. Really? Alright. But he was gonna attack my wall and I don't want him to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to build a garage. This is actually gonna be my garage up here. So this is the way I'm gonna come in. And that's the way to drive out. So this whole platform up here is kind of my garage. Probably replace the ground with concrete or something. Eventually down the line. But wood is cheap. Okay. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to come up more this way. One. Actually, just come across that way. Put one of those and one of those. Good enough. Okay. Where is put all that? There you are. That's what I'm looking for. I just hope this is going to be substantially less laggy than the other one. That one was when I was driving it earlier. It was so bad. It basically made my game unplayable. Hmm. I think I have to bring this in 1. That might be not that big of an issue. Not when you got a welding tool. Oh. Mm-hmm. This would be okay if that was sticking out a little bit there. More than the front wheels. This is definitely going to have to move back, though. I have the feelings. Definitely a less um, intense stream than yesterday. That is for sure. Okay. Okay. Definitely the front of this is going to be way stubbier than the old one. Yeah, I think this is satisfactory. Hey. Hey. It's. Oh. Alright, let's slap an engine in here and see how it runs. Because, yeah, you get all the everything done on here, and it runs poorly. And you just kind of like build around it, right? Yeah, we're gonna slap the double engine on it. Just for giggles. Just you. You look like somebody's gonna break my stuff. They're shifty tote bots. There it is. Utes. You go there. Alright, let's see if I made a mistake. Yeah, let's crank this up. Not to 11 now. Crank that up more. Might be too much. How's it going? I think he might have left. I didn't say hello to him immediately. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me this time is probably the steering. So let's do a higher steering. We won't adjust the turn speed. A little goes a long way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to probably put steering in the back. Do I have a plantation? No, sir. I'm not. Are you asking if I have a garden? Yes, I do. And it's in the basement. You were asking if I was growing sugar. I don't think that they incorporated that in the game yet. I haven't tried um, dual steering. That is a thought, though. But I would have to make this setup times 2 in the front, right? Because I can't just like take 2 of these and then just add on to it. It doesn't really work that way. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do is oh yeah, my farm is definitely in the basement. I think I did show him that, did I not? Um, yeah, I'm thinking this is what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to take these off. And we're gonna actually have to raise this by 1. Have the right equipment with me. Yeah, it's an easy one farm uh, button setup. So basically, I press one button and everything gets watered. So it's super simple for me. All I have to do is do the planting. Eventually, I'll probably have an automatic farm one day. But it's not my priority right now. Okay, the stuff. Are you having trouble with like trying to start a farm or? Usually your first farm isn't always your best farm. So this here. The hard part is there. Oh, actually, that worked out for me. Sweet. Right. And when you started playing this game, did you find it difficult to like just get off the bat? I feel like when you start any game now, you almost have to like watch YouTube videos nowadays. Sometimes that works a little bit better. Right, no. I have to do this. Steering. This might be a problem too. I think. Too bad I didn't have my wife in here. She could probably translate for you. She does speak. She has taken French immersion, so unfortunately, my French is horrible. We're gonna have to test this out. 'Cause I'm certainly glad that you joined the stream, even if French English is not your first language. Having collision errors in the front, so thinking I have to get this out. Now this is going to even be even wider. That stinks. Ah, try that again. See, I think that might be okay. So let's just give this another go. And we'll have to fix the opposite side as well. Just for so at least they're at least the same. Actually, I don't mind the wheels being out more than the front. Yeah, this one. No, I didn't put a. I didn't want to put a bearing. I didn't want to make it steering in the back. If that's what you're thinking. Just this wheel, right? And this wheel too, but not this one. I don't have to put another bearing on there. Yeah, that's not necessary. It's alright, you don't have to spell correct. I kind of got that one. It's okay, dude. Hey! No. Need to put you somewhere. Put you right there. Yeah, let's see. It's just you and me, Hudson, I think. Oh, I gained him as a follower. That's very nice. I'm on a roll this week with followers. It's great. Nope. Wait. Need another short one, I guess. You know, the funny thing is I wasn't even planning to do this today. Actually, where did I put those? For symmetry reasons. Ah, yeah, okay. Surprisingly, I have a feeling not putting your bearings in the right spot probably messes up the driving aspect of it. I just have a feeling it does do that. I neither can confirm that, but you just never know. Down there. And I think I do want that opposite too. I believe. Don't quote me on it. But we'll give it a test drive. We'll just do it on the 2. See what happens. Yeah, no, I had to. That might have been a different design of mine. These wheels are kind of close. That might have been just We're not going to get traction just because this is on a turning wheel. Thinking if I just put it on this wheel. Change the wheel into symmetry, dang it. There. And of course, change that one. Yeah, that's not turning very good. Still. It's also driving terribly as well. You have to fight a red bot? Oh, let me tell you about red bots. I have fought many a red bot. I think my wife's calling me. Oh. To read that one later. I think I'm getting bad news for my family. Okay, yeah. Let me tell you about a red bot. So I got one over there that spawns constantly all the time. So, yes. And yesterday, a red bot actually trashed the corner of my house right about here. And every time you kill a red bot, you get one of these. Just one of those. So, as you can see, I've had my fair share of red bots. The only thing I think those red bots should actually fear is me. When I have enough spud ammo. Anyway, back to back to trying to get this thing done. I have a feeling I bottomed out here. Oh yes, and I didn't even think about this either. That my rear is going to be higher than my front. Yeah, once you get the spud gun, it's probably fighting those guys are a lot better. As long as you're on like a rock or something like that. Like, I would imagine when you take on a red guy, like, try to shoot him from a distance. Because, like, this is the first gun that you're going to get. You're going to get this gun as your first gun once you do all your farming and everything. And when he comes after you, and he will come after you, it's just fire as much as you can and make sure you have enough spud ammo. And when he's coming at you, just keep backing up until he goes down. Here, I'll let you go. I'll take this guy down over here and give you a good idea of what you should do to take him out. So here's 111. You'll probably need about 80 shots usually. So you kind of want to get here, but you don't want to get too close that he automatically attacks you. So you want to be right about here. And the first shot is going to like alert him that you're there and he'll start charging at you. So, but don't go in aim mode when you do it. Just keep spamming it. He might even take a swing at you. And then when he gets into that animation, he's toast. And that took probably about just over 50 spuds. And the loot changes on it too. So you'll either get circuit boards, and if you're lucky, like 3 component kits, but you always get, a warehouse key every time. And the warehouse keys can be good for crafting too, because they have a durability that is infinite, so like nothing can break it. It doesn't weigh very much. It's got crappy friction, crappy buoyancy. But yeah, basically you could like create an indestructible fence out of this if you wanted to. If you kill enough of them, of course. And I think he meant mode, by the way. I don't think he meant to say mod. The funny thing is I don't really play with I don't play in creative mode too often. I think the only time I played in creative mode is just for design purposes. Like I created the Gatling gun in creative mode just to see if it worked. This one's going to have to be raised up just a bit. Yeah, eventually, like, once you get the next tier of, after you raid a warehouse, and you build enough to get the shotgun, then you could really wreck the other guys. the big red guys. So, yeah, I think the shotgun is probably... Well, you could use the Spudling gun, but I don't really care for that one as much. So turns correctly. Yes. Okay. Seriously? Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have to probably double up on the this back. Yeah, I don't even know how to really do the steering. Get the steering better. Maybe I should look into doing a double steering in the front. Might really consider looking into that. See if it would be beneficial. Or maybe I could just do it now. And not have maybe the double steering in the front here. see what we do. Let's see if it makes an improvement. I think we'll just start with like basic steering. Now I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'll just do this. Okay. So actually basic. We'll go super basic on this. This is more like just for testing. Okay. That on there. Yes, I understand this is going to look really stupid, but for testing purposes, I'm going to have to do it this way. Alright. See if this changes the game. Make sure it's all turning the same. Yep. Oh. This is definitely going to change the game for sure. Now, also wondering if it's going to be more effective if we have it out more. Like a wider steering. You never know until you try. This is also like rear. There's not like a lot of support for it though, because like once you start getting too much power into the machine, you kind of have to have like these stronger turning mechanisms, because if you don't, these things will just start moving rapidly back and forth because there's like no support for these. So you kind of almost have to build like two of these, and that's why I was like kind of concerned about having to do that. Though I might not have to put in suspension right here. So yeah, we'll have to think about that a little bit. See if that actually is going to be beneficial or not. Definitely going to have to put some more wheels. I'm going to have to check to see if, because the steering is going to might change if I put two more wheels in the back. and having the amount of torque on there. Hello. Some more of that. Just a little thought what we should be doing with this. Always kind of think ahead. Because I guess on the side I could start making wheels. I got 2 of them, why not? I would be stupid not to use both of them if I didn't have them. Shoot. Pooping out in here. Yeah, out in that one. I should probably always have spare wheels too, because tote bots and are jerks. Nobody likes a tote bot. Dude. Whoops. Okay, so what will happen if slap this in here? Kind of curious. How much power, and is it going to affect the turning? Whatever. This may or may not be a permanent solution to things. I have a feeling this is going to be like way too much torque for this. What the? Okay, why is that lower? That. Trying to get fancy with the. Right, that one? Okay. Alright. Way too much power. I have a feeling this might be too much power. I might have to do second turning system like that one. Oh crap, there was a wall there. You know, I had a feeling when I built this bridge it was going to be always just too low for everything. That's alright. I'm probably not going to use this lower area anymore pretty soon. Not going to be necessary. Yeah, that's not too bad. You know, other thing I probably might need to do is gonna have to make this a little bit like that. Oh yeah, not good. You see that wheel? Might have to bring it out a little bit more forward. Yeah, it turns better. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna make this an 8-wheeler. But definitely these wheels are getting a little too tight. So this, I'll have to reconnect this anyway. Out. Put this out 2 more. Slap this underneath there. Small window of opportunity. That. And yes. Nope. Okay. Yeah, okay. All right. For a French friend, très bien. As far as my French goes. Yeah, I think we'll probably do another turning mechanism like this one. Because I think it would work out probably better. Plus the benefits of having a turning suspension like this is you notice how the front wheels they kind of like move like back and then forwards, where the ones in the front in the back that the with the double suspension on there, they stay in place when you turn the wheels, so it's not moving forwards or back, right? So that's why I built the turning like that. So the wheels don't move forwards and backwards, they stay in one place. So yeah, I think I will do another one similar to this, and then these wheels will stay in place, and it probably will turn better because of it. So, but I will not put in suspension there, because I think I got more than enough in the back and in the front, because in the front you won't need as much. So always keep that in mind. All right, so we'll do another one, and it won't be so tall this time. It'll be flatter. And you have to make it an odd number too. That's the other thing. Okay. More. Good. Oops. again. There. Oops. No, not to the engine. To the driver's seat. Okay. And I should probably fix the ones in the back too. This is why I have a half a bazillion pipe pieces. And they're much more easier to work with when you're trying to build a vehicle as well. What do I have? A bunch of short pieces. Not. Means I'm gonna have to make more. Possibly. Could have a bunch sitting in my inventory. Oh. Dang it, man. I have to make some. I'll just do a whole 8. I got one sitting right there. Alright. Let's make this look nice. Actually, in all honesty, I probably don't even need to make any. If I just revert these back to where they were. Oh, that seems like so much work right now. I might do that another day. Let's just make sure that we get the truck working. I think that's more important. Actually, did I do that right? Yes? No? Yes. Yes. Back here and get my stuff. Now, I'm doing this right. Here, let me just check. Okay. No, I am not doing this right. Okay. These need to come out. These need to go. Where's my food? I gotta make more burgers too. Which means I have to grow more carrots. I got everything else. I don't have very many carrots left. I think I got 2 carrots on me right now, and I can make a burger. So, yeah, that kind of sinks. Grab those. Come out this way. Oops. I have a really bad tendency to hit Shift Tab every time. I don't know why I do it. I never hit Shift Tab for anything else. Just in this game, for some reason, I hit Shift Tab all the time. There we are. Oops. Do I need to go? No, I don't think I need to go there yet. Yes, okay. Please don't go under. Yep. Don't use this as a tutorial. You're gonna get messed up. Where is the endless amounts of pipe pieces I've used to build stuff? Really? I'm out of corner pieces? Ah, this is painful. I know it. I got to build those too. Ah, seriously, you stupid. Actually, how many do I need of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 8. Not too going. Alright. As long as I can get one wheel, one side of it working right now. Okay, so, yes. Now we go here, 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 here. Yeah, because if you want this thing to work, these have to be farther out than these ones. And you need to weld, too. That's another thing. Worst tutorial ever. The only way you can weld that is having it on the lift. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna think I'm gonna need more than that now. Okay. I'm gonna need 2 more of those. 4 I got in there. There. Okay. Do it again. And I'm gonna let you know I'm not a pro at this. Alright. Do those bad boys. And always work with pipes. Because you don't have problems with collision. Yeah, this is why I had to build the other one so high. And for like look-wise, it'll look way better anyway. I really just don't hope that, really hope that this is not, doesn't collide with each other, which won't be an issue because then I would just like move that stuff over again. Okay. Right. Ooh. Oh yeah, I didn't weld that one. Yep. Sucks when you don't remember to weld stuff. Where did my... Seriously? Sorry, I'm looking for my... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I really wish one day we'd be able to change the colors on some of the stuff, our tools. Because then it would be a lot easier to find. Okay. That's welded. Now... Wonky. I gotta figure out... Make this all the same. Use this as a guide, I guess. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to collide with each other because they were... See how she turns. Like a dream. Now here's another question: is like, is it front wheel drive going to be better than rear wheel drive? The other question. Definitely turned a lot. This turns a lot better than my last truck. It was terrible. Okay. Now let's do the next test. Front wheel or rear wheel. That is the question. Because I've always had more success with front wheel drive systems than rear. Actually, I'm sure that this is turning the right way. Oh yeah, no, that's... You know how I was talking about like how much sometimes there's like too much power and it messes up your whole system? There you go. There's a good example right there. So there's too much drive happening with this and it's messing up the whole thing. So put on the lift, it'll fix it. And that answers my question whether I should have rear or front. The answer is the back. The rear. Way better. Get it? Got it? Good? Awesome. Everything's always a test. Oh yeah, and I probably screwed this up. The amount of times I've like haven't got things working properly is because either one, I had it on the lift, right? Or two, I didn't switch it around correctly. And I think we could probably adjust the steering even a little bit more since I have a fully upgraded seat. So let's get this to 35 on both sides. So this whole thing is going to go to 35. That was not at 35. That wasn't even at 30 at the last one. Anyway, we're going to go 35 on all of these. 5 is my lucky number. I knew when I was playing soccer growing up, or I don't even know whether the bearing lock. Oh, so the purpose of the bearing lock is to so when you turn something, it just stays there. So literally, I could just have the bearing lock on, and when I turn my wheel, it will stay in that position. So that's what the bearing lock is for. Is to have your wheels permanently stuck in that position. So if I were to use the bearing lock, it would just stay like this until I decide to change rotation or whatever. Oh yeah, that's way better. And I could drift this puppy. Wait till we get to the full build around it, and then yeah. I have yet to find a purpose for the bearing lock yet. So and I haven't seen anything on YouTube where they use it. But I would think it would be great for it's gonna be an eyesore. Um, for mounted weaponry like this one, right? Like I could see it being useful for that, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. So that's a thought. One day I'll find a purpose for it, but I'm not too sure what to do with it. Since we got that all done, we can kind of get the complete frame of this done. See, look, another red guy already spawned like instantly. So we could take him out with a shotgun later for fun. I know one of my other regulars that come on here and ask questions. He seems to have the idea that I'm actually for a moment that I was actually a professional at this. I'm gonna just let you guys know I'm not a professional at this. So there's a million other guys that are probably way better designers than I am. I am just kind of taking some of the designs that I see and then seeing where it would benefit for myself. Because like when it comes down to like building stuff, it may work for the initial designer of that person, but may not work for you, right? Kind of have to find what works for you. You could take other people's designs for sure, but they don't always work out perfectly. All right, so here's the next question: is like, how fast? Yeah, I'm still not 100% convinced I can that like what's gonna happen when I just max out everything? One thing's for sure, I'm not worried about gas, but yeah, that's like too much power for now. So I'll build more weight on it. One thing's for sure, I learned something I did learn today though, is that you don't build um, oops, a truck completely out of metal. Because that was the problem with my red one, is that the previous truck that I dismantled to make this one, is that there was like way too much metal on it. So I would recommend probably using a good chunk of metal for the bottom, but and weight's good too. So also keep that in mind, that weight would be good. I have used batteries. The problem with batteries is they're very resource intensive. Like you can make batteries. So, but in order to make batteries, you need so much stuff, right? And like stuff that's not that easy to get. So, you would need chemicals, which for me is super easy to get because I literally have a chemical pond here, right? Um, the glow poop. That's not that easy to get. And then scrap metal. So then you would constantly have a wave of not farm bots, but the hay bots. Always a steady stream just to make batteries. Just five battery, right? So and plus the only thing that batteries are really good for is to have um, machinery that you want to stop on a dime, basically, right? They are more efficient for sure. They run nicer. I do have a battery operated vehicle. Yeah, and it's just the expense of like unless you have a way of constantly getting hay bots to swarm all the time, and you could do it right by an automatic farm, right? So you could build an automatic farm of potatoes, which I was going to do anyway, right? And if you have the potato farm, for example, and I could do it like right here, right? And I am going to plan to build a potato farm here, an automatic one, where it constantly will be attacked or having a cycle. And that's why I built this thing. So when I do kill them, it will be an automatic kill, right? And that was the goal for that. And I think our other friend is not really too familiar with this machine, so I do have my YouTube video collection on how this all works, but to give you the short gist of it, we'll take our friend here, which I named Justin Bieber, because he's basically my dummy to see whether or not this trap was working. So I'm gonna just show it to you how it works. And he does beep because he's got this thing on here, and I do have it on sound on, so he beeps. I thought it was cute. Um, Not a Justin Bieber fan, but having him go into a pit and die over and over again is over. is always kind of a bonus. So anyway, so we'll see. So I'll show you. It's like you'll go in there, and basically every time they're even remotely on here, you'll always end up in there. And how I accomplish that is that I have sensors here, and this brick wall basically comes over, pushes them over into here, and instant death, right? So you could, like, if you have a basement, you can. This will only work if you have a basement, or you could do this too. Is have a series of ramps, right? And place the ramps high enough that it will just have a drop and then it will die. But that would just be like a lot of resources. So it would make a lot more sense to kind of already have a pit already done. And this is only the few rare places where they will have a pit already laid out for you. The second one I've ever seen was actually out in Scrap City. And there's a big tall building, and under this tall building is basically a pit that's very similar to this, except there's already a building on top of it. So to have a building with a pit in it it's kind of rare. So kind of think about that. And this is exactly why I chose this location for my base when I saw it. When I saw this pit, I was like, potential, lots and lots of potential. Like literally, I could just create a whole bunch of traps exactly like this over and over and over again around this whole perimeter and be totally hands off, right? But I also didn't want to do that. I kind of wanted to, and I'm still planning to do this, is like come up with different traps. And I think I got a good idea for the new side I'm going to work on, right? And this one I'm probably going to use a crushing one. So I'll have something either starting on this side and then crushing this way, or crush this way into here, right? This side will be a lot easier because I'll just have to basically have the sensors on the crusher coming in this way or whatever. And I think that's pretty close to like 20 blocks. I think right about here will be like the maximum where it would crush. This one would be more of a challenge because it's going to be, I would have to use multiple pistons in order to crush. So yeah, no, I have been thinking about this. When you do get an area, it's not always when you're first starting out as on Scrap Mechanic, there is advice I would probably recommend because you just want to have a good time playing this game to begin with, right? So do the easiest setup that you can defend, right? And now there's always kind of like peninsulas on the oceans. There's no bots that are going to spawn on the ocean, only on land. So if you build your base on a peninsula with a wall, you're going to defend that place a lot easier, right? Where if you build in the middle of a field like this, right, or an area like this, they're going to spawn in over here. They're going to spawn in over there, front, and over there. So defending a base like this is difficult, but at the same time, it gives you when you've already built a base on a peninsula, you kind of want to up the ante and create the challenge, and that's basically what I'm doing with this series. Is that I'm creating the challenge, but at the same time, just something a little bit more unique, and that's why I wanted to do and that's why I started doing Scrap Mechanic on Twitch and posting some things on YouTube. Mind you, it's just all my Twitch streams or whatever, but I felt like I had something going on with this. What I was going to do, because initially when I first started playing this game on Twitch, I actually started on an island. Like I found an island near the start of the game, and I actually built my farm over there. Yeah, and that was my problem, is that the bots did spawn on it, right? And I'm just like, well, that's kind of no fun. Because, and also that would have been, even if the bots didn't spawn on that island, it would have been too easy, right? And then I wasn't challenging myself. So then I abandoned that and moved on. And those are before, I think, from, if you look on the YouTube, it's episode 1 through 30, I think 29. I did no commentary. Even when I was on Twitch, I did no commentary for those first 30 episodes, because I didn't feel confident on talking. And even still, right, I'm still learning to talk to people, right, on this platform, right? Because it's very different for me to talk to somebody who I can't visually see, and I'm very confident talking to people outside of outside of Twitch and my normal job, because I can visually see those people, right? And I can read emotions and stuff. Where it's different on Twitch, because you can't read people's emotions, or anything like that. So, it's just something to kind of think about, right? So just give you a little background of how and why I started doing Twitch. Because I wanted to. I was always very interested on how some of the YouTubers that I watch, right, kind of influenced me to do this, basically. So I have my favorite people, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people do too. Right about there. And right about there. Okay, so I'm about almost 3.5 hours into playing this game today. And I think I'm going to take a break now, because this was very exhausting. But not as intense as shooting a bunch of tape bots yesterday. That was just kind of grueling, but at the same time, you need a little action. So I think I'm going to cut it off right here. And hopefully I see you guys or my friends here in the future. Just always remember that gaming is for everyone, right? And, everybody has to learn sometime. And just take that into consideration. If you ever get frustrated, walk away from your game. And with that, have a good night, and I'll see you when I see ya.